Hello Capricorn, how are you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. Today's tarot reading is all about your key to success. So we all define success differently, whether it would be defined by relationship, career success, health, wellness. We all have different ideas about what success means to us. Today's reading is tapping into the energy surrounding you around success, and I'm going to use the tarot cards to kind of give me an idea about the overall energy and any blocks that might be coming up or that you are experiencing. I am then going to use my oracle cards for guidance as to how you can move past those blocks and reach the level of success that you are desiring. I'm going to be using my Rider Tarot, and the oracle decks I'm going to be using are the Enchanted Map Oracle, the Magick of You Oracle, and the Numerology Guidance deck. So let's get started. What is the energy surrounding Capricorn in regards to success? Thank you. Strength. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups, Strength, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. It's like your strength is being tested on this journey. You are being given opportunities to move forward, but it's almost like on some circumstances you're turning your back onto them. It's like, I'm going to do it myself. I don't need the help from others. Or you're afraid to accept the help from others. It takes a strong person to be able to admit that they need help along the journey. But, I mean, it doesn't make you any less of a person. We all need help through our journeys, whether it be someone to teach us a skill that we don't have, whether it be friends to share our concerns, our dreams, our aspirations with, someone to talk it through. But if you're too concerned with doing it all yourself and receiving all of the validation for yourself, then it's really hard to make the connections that you're going to need. It's very hard to move forward because we are such a communal species. I find these two cards interesting because so we have the Five of Swords, which is a battle. You fought with these people and they're walking away, they're done, but you're still looking back. It's like you're holding on to something. Like, oh, is it going to happen again? Is the past going to repeat itself? And then we also have this Eight of Cups where you're walking away. You're leaving your cups and you're just walking away. And it's like, so which energy are you in? Are you leaving something behind or feeling like you should leave something behind, but it's still pulling you? With the Ace of Cups, again, this is something being handed to you, not necessarily literally handed to you. It's more of a metaphor for opportunities. Because again, we don't just rely on ourselves, we have to rely on other people. Relying on... Okay, that's so weird. There's literally like a Mickey Mouse balloon that just flew past my window. Anyways, it is about being offered opportunities, and sometimes those opportunities make us uneasy because perhaps it's taking out a bank loan for your personal business, and then you're like, well, now I'm in debt, and what if it doesn't happen? You know, like there's like the what ifs that exist in life. But if you don't take any of these opportunities and you just walk away from the opportunities, then you'll never know the possibilities that were given to you. You'll never know where they could have led. You know, this is even, say you turn down an opportunity to go out with friends and you've been wanting to meet more people. Well, you turn down that offer. How are you going to meet more people? So we pulled the card of solitude. And this card is about taking time for yourself and reflecting upon your situation. We have the moon in the card, and we also have the reflection of this building in the lake. So moonlight is always, you've actually got the moon here too, the moon and the sun. The moon is about reflection because the moon doesn't produce its own light. It merely reflects the light of the sun, and the amount of sunlight that gets to it is what creates the different moon phases, whether we see it as a full moon, whether we don't see it when it's in a new moon phase, whether it's waning or waxing. You know, it's the reflection of the light. And it's also, you know, like the shadows come out in the night, right? Things look different than they do in the day. And sometimes it takes a little bit more of an analytical mind to see that the pile of clothes on the chair in the corner is not a scary monster, but is in fact just a pile of clothes. And even the reflection on the water, the slightest breeze will distort that reflection and change the way you see it. So I feel like for you guys to reach, okay, you do not want to be shuffled in, slow and steady. For you to reach your next level of success, it's going to involve some reflection. And we have a lot of water too. We've got the water in this card, water here, and water here. Lots of reflection upon the circumstances. Then we have the card of slow and steady, and this is, you know, it's telling you that there's no need to rush. There's no need to rush this process. There's no need to rush the outcome. We can take our time, enjoy the process, develop our strengths as we go along so that when we get to the end goal, we are even more prepared for it. Sometimes you see this Five of Swords as a challenge. You know, it's three people fighting, and this person in the back looks utterly defeated. But then sometimes you can also interpret it as training. And perhaps instead of these being enemies who are fighting, these are actually friends who are training for the future. It's about perspectives. And your perspective on situations can change depending on the information you have regarding it. Even this Eight of Cups here, you know, like you could look at this and think, well, he's got 8 full cups right here. Why is he walking away? But we don't know what's in those cups. We don't know the history of those cups. Maybe walking away is the right thing to do in this circumstance. Maybe these cups aren't actually full. Maybe they're empty, and did I say empty before? I don't know. Are these cups full? Are they empty? Again, it's just about the perspective that we have on the situations. And as you learn and as you grow and as you're giving new opportunities, those perspectives can change. And then we have the card of synchronicities. So this is about listening more intently to the environment around you, noticing synchronicities within the time, within colors, within animals. You know, if you see butterflies all the time, like what are those butterflies trying to tell you? If you see 8 all the time, you've got 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, what is that trying to tell you? Right? There's all sorts of information that is constantly being given and guided throughout our day. And the number 8 is it's a big number for manifestation. So if we really want to be hypercritical of our situation, when you see those synchronicities, how were your thoughts affecting your manifestation in that moment? So say you want to manifest a new love into your life, but then you're focusing on the fact that all past relationships have been bad, and you walk past the clock and it says 1111. You know, like, okay, so stop, pause, think, hey, 1111, what does that mean? Well, ones are about new beginnings. But why did you see it at that moment? Perhaps the universe was telling you that that thought pattern that you were existing in, that, you know, good relationships don't come to you, that you've always had these bad relationships, that needs to change. New habits need to be formed. New thought patterns need to be formed. It's not only noticing the synchronicities, but noticing your thoughts around the times, noticing your actions, you know? Maybe you're working hard on one of your goals. Say you're working towards business and you're, you know, making a plan, and then you look at the clock and it says 4:44 p.m. The 4s are all about foundations. So you think, yes, universe, I am setting the foundations for my success, for my dreams. Thank you for reminding me that I am doing a great job and that my manifestation is on its way. But you do have to be analytical about your thoughts and your actions in the moment when you see these synchronicities. The numbers themselves are not as important about as what is on your mind or what your actions are in the moment. One more card for Capricorn, please. What is the key to their success? Protection. Set personal boundaries. That's interesting because with these cards, you know, when you're fighting, it's like you're fighting so hard for your dreams. It's really testing your strength. But did you have to fight so hard? If you can put up boundaries, set boundaries as to how far you are willing to go to get something, how far you are willing to push yourself, then you may find that it is easier to protect your energy, protect your strength, your emotional, your physical, your mental strength. It may be easier to also set up boundaries once you've done this reflection work in solitude, when you realize that certain things trigger you, certain things perhaps annoy you, frustrate you about the circumstances. And when you can acknowledge this and you can say, I'm not going to put myself in these situations, or I'm going to do my best to not put myself in these situations, then you're protecting your energy and giving yourself permission to focus your energy where it would best serve you. Perhaps these trials and tribulations with testing different things, maybe this isn't serving you right now and you need to walk away from it. You need to set up the boundary saying, I have tested this as much as I can. or if this is training, I've learned these skills over and over again. I need to have the confidence to move forward. I am done with this phase and I need to move on. You know, this is all about setting boundaries with how you're going to approach whatever it is this goal is that you have, whatever this success is, whatever it looks like for you. But I think your main message, Capricorn, here is just to focus on yourself, you know, your strength, your weaknesses, how that will apply to your situations, setting up boundaries to protect yourself, but also to keep you on the right path. And just remember that things don't happen overnight. Sometimes slow and steady is the best way to go. Okay, Capricorn? I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this reading. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.